Hi guys, I'm live. A cool thing just happened for me. I just got my head around Steve Vai's tapping technique. This is as opposed to, let's say, Yngwie's guitar technique, or let's say Eddie Van Halen's tapping technique. Steve had his own approach to tapping. He not only technically the way he uses second and third fingers of his right hand to tap, but just the way the licks he would play and the way he would use it was way different than Eddie Van Halen, even though Eddie Van Halen invented it. But Steve had a different style with it. And you can have your head around Eddie Van Halen's tapping technique and not have your head around Steve. Hi, love you. And not have your head around Steve's tapping technique, and probably vice versa too. But so I finally have my head around Steve Vai's tapping technique, which is really cool because something tells me I might try to go for doing the whole Eat 'Em and Smile album tonight. I don't want to say that I don't want to, but I have a feeling I might go for that. I've only got 2 more songs that I haven't learned before to do, and that's I'm Easy and That's Life. And then if I just bone up on the other 8, all of which I've done in the last month or 2, why not just try the whole album tonight? And the fact that I have my head around Steve Vai's tapping technique is really going to help that, because I'm speaking from experience here. When you try to do someone's technique, let's say Steve Vai's tapping technique, and you don't really have your head around it, what happens for some reason is you tend to rush the licks, because I think you tense up and you're trying to get through them. And you think, and somehow you tells you that if you speed up, you'll get easier or better. But first of all, that wrecks your tempo. And second of all, it's based in non-confidence. And third of all, it's not even true. You have to still play the licks. Speeding them up doesn't really help you get through them. So the fact that I have my head around Steve Vai's tapping technique will allow me, I believe, not only to play the album better, but to play the licks at tempo, not feeling rushed through the licks of tapping, the hard tempo. Love you too, love you. And just to relax. The moderator always tells me that relaxed muscles are fast muscles, not vice versa. So I'm just gonna, when I go to do a Steve Vai tapping lick, I'm just gonna relax and get groove with it, rather than just, oh my God, I'm tensing up and I have to get through this. And the faster the better to get through it. It doesn't work that way. You relax and you just let it flow, and you take your time and you play in beat, and you just get through the lick with confidence, rather than just rushing through it because deep down you don't really have it. So that was a great thing I just did. Well, I'm not saying I'm great, but it was a great thing for me to get my head around Steve Vai's tapping technique just now. I really might want to try the whole album tonight. Something tells me I can try that. And then I even thought of a different something else along with that, is I might use that as a general approach as far as doing the whole album of something. I might want to try to do the whole Van Halen 1 album, the first Van Halen album all the way through after I do Eat 'Em and Smile. Why not? Those are all songs that are great, and they're all songs that I either have learned or can learn. And why not do whole albums at a time? Make that in a general approach, I like the Van Halen 2 album too. People underrate that album, it seems like to me, but I love that album. And I love Women and Children First. Why not tackle albums at a time as a general concept? I mean, I've done songs, and you can do songs, all that, but try to tackle the whole album. Just get the whole gist of it. Pretend like you just put the record on and you're playing it, only you're the album. I'm just really thinking about taking that as a general approach. And I'm excited about doing Eat 'Em and Smile, because not only is that one of the most challenging albums I could have tried, which keeps me interested and challenged by definition. Hi. But I love that album. I mean, I wasn't pulling punches when I showed my 12 favorite CDs in my little laser line disc in my hippie room. It just so happens that Eat 'Em and Smile is on top upper left position in the set, two columns of 6, and I happen to have Eat 'Em and Smile in the far upper left position. I don't know why it got there. I didn't really try to put them in any order, but that's the order it got in there. And in my favorites, and I didn't pull bunches here, but in my favorites, I have 3 things with David Lee Roth on it. I have the AM and Smile album is in my top 12 favorites. Van Halen 1 is in my top 12 favorites. And Van Halen 2 is in my top 12 favorites. So no other artist, hands down, has 3 CDs in my top 12 favorites. Yeah, so kudos, David. I'm excited about this tonight. Let me just go with the flow here. I got to go home and all that, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm just going to really enjoy the process. So I love you guys.